Welcome back. Today we're going to try another new pasta sauce. And in this case, we're going to go full Italian, meaning both the pasta and the pasta sauce are imported from Italy, made in Italy by the Italian standards. And we'll compare that to the American stuff. And we've already used this other penne before, but in case you haven't watched that video, we still have more to use. This is a pennette. It's a smaller, thinner penne, and it is rigata. So again, rigata means it's got ridges. If it doesn't say that, it's likely smooth pasta, more like elbow macaroni is smooth or pasta is smooth. Spaghetti pasta is smooth. This has ridges. It's a smaller penne. I prefer the texture. This is made by Giuseppe Cocco. And as you can see, we've had one serving of it so far. I think we can get about 3, maybe 4 servings out of this bag. The sauce, this is new. This is called, if it'll focus, La San Marzano. It's an Arrabiata, meaning it's a spicy marinara. And if we turn this around this way, we can see our calories and nutrition facts. And if we come around this way, we can see ingredients and, of course, the directions. As you can see, made in Italy. And so we'll give that a good shake. We'll start cooking. And hopefully, really going to enjoy this meal. Let's find out. Okay, so they've got the sauce heating up here, and looks like sauce. Everything looks good here. And come back over to our pennette and get that stirred. It wants 10 minutes until it's al dente. And finally, here's what it looks like, all ready to be served. All right, so for those of you keeping score, this is our 9th jar of pasta we've tried, each one being different, and focusing primarily on spicy marinaras, also known as arrabbiatas. Everything today imported from Italy, so let's see how the Italians eat. Woo! It's a bit spicy. This is a tough one. This is a tough one because although they don't specify what tomatoes they're using, presumably they're Italian tomatoes, but they don't tell us what exactly kind of tomato it is. It's not a blend like we've seen previously. And well, the brand is called La San Marzano. It doesn't assure us that we're using San Marzano tomatoes, which I personally prefer. They're a bit sweet, but they're also quite a bit spicy, which cuts that sweetness down by quite a bit. I'm going to need a few more bites to make up my mind. There's nothing about this meal I don't like. What I'm having a hard time deciding is, where does it rank against the other 9 we've tried? Is it closer? Is it at the top? Is it close to the top? It's definitely somewhere up there. It's not at the middle or below the middle. That much I know. But boy, this is a tough one trying to figure out what order to put them in. The way that they're different may make it number 1 on my list one day and number 3 on my list the next day, depending on what I'm in the mood for. Maybe how hungry I am is playing a factor. But I don't want the fact that it's imported from Italy to be a placebo where I'm automatically thinking, well, it's got to be better. Honestly, this should be maybe a blind taste test where somebody's serving me different pasta sauces without me knowing, so I don't have any possible bias. It's good, and I will finish this bowl. Not quite sure where to place it, but it might have to share a number 2 or number 3 spot. I don't think it's quite number 1. I think Muti is still holding solid on that number 1 spot. But again, I'll have to go back and have it again and then see how much of that is mood driven or how much of it is consistent. Hard to know off of one tasting, honestly, because of the number of variables. I will say the penne is excellent. I really appreciate that it's pennette. I don't see that. I've never seen that before. My go-to is still Barilla's mini penne. I prefer it. But as I start warming up to this and becoming more used to it, I am appreciating it more. I don't know if it's worth importing it, though. The subtletyness of the difference, it's far too subtle for me to go out of my way and pay more to import it, at least on a regular basis. With regards to the pasta sauce, it's very good. Very, very good. And of course, I've sourced everything from Amazon. The pasta sauce is a bit pricey, but given that it's shipping and being imported from Italy, it's certainly less expensive than me flying to Italy and having a meal locally. So I can't really complain. I think it says to use it within just 4 days of opening it, which is a very small window. Obviously, it's not going to harm you if you use it beyond that. It's just that for the best experience, that's what the manufacturer recommends. With that, I guess I'm going to finish my dinner here. I'm going to give this a thumbs up. I can't really be specific on where in that top 4, top 3 it resides. I think it's definitely in the top 3 for sure so far. Highly recommended. The penne also very, very good, but not enough so I think to make it worth the trouble of importing it unless you just want the experience. All right, that'll wrap it up for me on this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.